Dangerous times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind. So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right.
Hello there. We'll get started in just a bit. Just setting up once again for the live stream. We'll be with you shortly.
Dangerous times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind. So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Dangerous times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight.
Hello there, and welcome to the stream. Today we'll be flying the Camair 480, Camair 480, in and around the region, forget the name of the particular region, but we are in Costa Rica today, and we're going to be bush hopping using this beautiful aircraft that I picked up from flightsim.to. We're going to discuss it. We're going to see how it is. We're going to have a good look at it. We're going to enjoy the views along the way. We're going to perform a couple of landings and touch and goes. So that's going to be really, really exciting because the region here has a few very peculiar airstrips which are really tiny. So we're going to have some fun with that. And yeah, without further delay, let's jump right into it. All right, so here we are, and today we are at Punta Islita. That is MRIA, the code is MRIA, Islita Airport in Costa Rica, and it is a beautiful little airstrip, okay? It's a very nice airstrip, and I believe it's in the middle of a jungle or something. But it has quickly become a favorite of mine because this entire region is really cool to fly in for bush hopping flights. There isn't much at the airstrip, to be honest. It's just basically the runway, but still, I've taken a liking to this particular airstrip for some reason. And yeah, that's where we're going to be taking off from. And where we're landing today is Palo Arco, which is an airport that is right next to Islita. But before we do go to Palo Arco, we're going to be taking a good look around. Going to be performing a couple of landings and takeoffs. All right. So with that, let's jump straight into having a close look at the aircraft in question today. So, as I mentioned, I picked this up from flightsim.to. It's a paid aircraft. It is not free. However, it is absolutely worth the money. I'll say that. I'll start off by saying that right away. To me, so far, my experience with it has been absolutely great. I believe it is an underrated aircraft, although it has like really great reviews already. I don't think it gets enough coverage. So if we look at it, it is modeled really, really well. As you can see, very, very well. And it works fine, just fine both in 2020 and 2024. Modeled really, really well. Comes with some beautiful, beautiful liveries, such as the one that we have right now. The blue and chrome, very nice looking livery. Let's hop inside now. Look at the modeling in the cockpit. This has absolutely become one of my favorites. The textures are really nice. The floor panels, the side, the seats. And I really like the way how it's done. Look at that. The detail is very, very good. And this metallic panel that you're seeing, it reflects the sunlight at different times of the day in different tones, and it's absolutely gorgeous to fly. It's a beautiful aircraft, beautiful, beautiful aircraft. In fact, I can go ahead and manipulate the weather just so you guys can have a look at what it looks like. Look at that. Let's have a look at what it will look like during the dusk. We'll have a better look as we fly. For now, I think this is the only thing I can do for now to demonstrate that point, but we'll have a better look as we fly around. And yeah, it also comes with a few little extras, like a cargo latch that can be opened. We'll see it opening up. There's a compartment in the nose, as well as right here by the tail. And that is animated and we can open it, as well as the canopy, which opens up, which I find really, really cool. Right? I find it really, really cool. I hope you guys can hear my sounds. Yeah, I hope you guys can hear the sounds now. But anyway, really, really cool. Is there anyone even watching this? I'm not too sure. But if you are, I hope you can hear me well. I hope you can hear the sounds well. Really, really cool aircraft. And there isn't much to flying it. It has a very basic autopilot that can hold the heading. There's a nav mode that you can take from the retrofitted GPS. I think it's the Garmin, here it is, GNS 530 that we have available to us. We've got some sort of approach mode. We've got altitude hold and VS. I'm not entirely sure what this stands for. But anyway, I adore this aircraft so far. So let's have a look at how we can get this thing started up really quickly. Oh, before we do, let's go ahead and have a look outside at the cargo compartment. Look at that. It is very nice. Nice little detail. Very nice little detail. Beautiful. And even from this distance, we can see how good the cockpit looks. It's just a really good aircraft overall. Especially for the price, man. Especially for the price. It comes, there was a bundle going on when I purchased this from flightsim.to. It came bundled with 2 other aircrafts from Hangar Studios, 2 other Navion aircrafts. And it was absolutely worth it. 3 aircraft for around 20 something or 40 something. I'm not entirely sure, but whichever it was worth it. Definitely worth it. Anyway. Let's close up the cargo latch. Let's close up the canopy and we can get our aircraft started up. I'm not going to do this exactly the way how you would in real life. Just enough to get us functionally off the ground is what I'm focused on. So let's turn on our batteries. Some alternators can go on already. Can turn on our fuel pumps. And our magnetos, and we have our left engine started up, and we have startup on the right engine as well. Once that's done, we can turn off both the fuel pumps, turn on our beacon lights, navigation strobe. We should have done that before, but nonetheless, not an issue. We're not going to be using landing lights or taxi lights today, because we're going to be keeping very low altitude, as well as our taxi today is literally a U-turn, so we're not going to do that. Pitot heats and avionics, we can turn them on, although we're not going to be using the avionics much. We're not going to use the GPS, nor are we going to be using the old-fashioned systems that we have available to us. All right, with that we are basically ready to go here. Let's just lower our flaps for takeoff. Propeller RPM is high. Mixture is rich. We're ready to go. We are ready to go. Okay, beautiful, beautiful place here. Looks so nice. Anyway, let's see what kind of weather setting we should use. We should use live weather. Although this aircraft is not particularly good at handling crosswinds. So that's something that we should be aware of. It's not exactly good at handling crosswinds. Apart from that, it's pretty straightforward to fly. Alright? Now, let me release the parking brake and let's try taxiing this thing without hitting the trees that are around us. That is a big problem that I have when I spawn into this place. But hopefully this time we'll be able to go around it. Okay. Let's do that. Releasing parking brake. We are rolling slowly. I don't want the aircraft to get away from me here, because if it does, it's gonna hit the trees and we're gonna have a problem. So I'm gonna take my time here. Okay. Oh no, oh no. Nope. We are not gonna make that. We're not gonna make that turn, are we? Ah, luckily for us, it's a slope. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Let's try gently turning this. Come on, come on. Okay. That is as close as we can get. Is it gonna slide back down this time? No, we're not that lucky this time. We are not that lucky this time. And this aircraft has no reverse thrust, so any hopes of doing that is gone. So, what can be done here? What can be done here? Luckily, you know what I can do? I can take GSX and I'm gonna literally put us on the runway. There's nothing else I can do here. So let's see, runway 22. Just warp me there. There we go. There we go. Excellent. So that's something to be mindful of. You have to spawn in the right spot, otherwise you're gonna hit the trees. And you will crash if you have it on fully realistic, you're gonna crash. Anyway, now that we're on the runway, let's see. Let's go ahead and take off. So just for reference, let me show you guys the area we're going to be flying in. Okay. So as you can see, this is where we are right now. That is Islita Airport. And as you can see, we've got a lot of smaller airports and airstrips around us, which is really cool. Hello there. Hello. Yes, we are live. Good to know that someone is watching. Good to know that somebody is watching. Anyway, so we've got Islita Airport here. Our final destination for the day is Palo Arco, and as you can see, it's very close by. But we're gonna visit and fly around the area, make a number of landings, and then come back into Palo Arco, which is not an easy landing, to conclude the stream. Okay? So this is going to be quite fun here. We do have a bunch of interesting airstrips near us, particularly Carrillo, which is very, very interesting to land into. But this aircraft is fairly easy to land into smaller airstrips. So let's see how that goes. All right? Anyway, I'm going to put away our map here and let's get this thing started, shall we? Shall I do a cinematic view for takeoff? Good question. You know what? We'll do a cinematic view after takeoff. That's much better. That is much, much better. Okay. Let's get started then. Okay. We are looking good. Looking good. Gear up. Flaps can go up too. Look at that. We are up off the ground. Beautiful scenes here. Just turn down our propeller a notch, just to prevent the engine from going El Frizzo on us. Okay, you can turn down the throttle slightly. Ah, yes, the trees look very beautiful. They do. They really do. They really, really do. Let's go outside. Check that out. Check that out. All right, we are back in the cockpit, hand flying for now. Airspeed is on the high side, but we're looking good. Slowly climbing though, interesting. Okay, you know what? For our first landing, let me show you guys Carrillo airstrip. Now this airstrip is very difficult to land into with a larger aircraft. It is right by the beach. Tiny little airstrip with not even a building on it, just a grass or a sand runway. That's just it, but it's fun to fly into, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. That's exactly what we're going to do today. Roughly 2,500 feet, which is more than enough. More than enough. Okay. Now what we'll do, let's command the autopilot.
Engaging autopilot.
And let's ask it to hold our altitude. Put the heading bug right here. And we'll turn on heading mode. Okay, let's head on outside. Beautiful, beautiful aircraft. Look at that. And the engine sounds are so nice. I genuinely love the engine sounds on this aircraft. Love them. Love them. The engine sounds are just phenomenal. I believe this is an aircraft from the 1940s, I think is when it first got developed, either 40s or 50s. And this is a really good aircraft. Real fun to fly. And absolutely beautiful. It's such a good looking aircraft, if you ask me. It has that retro charm right there. Heat waves are so cool. Yes, the engine heat waves are right at the bottom, and they look good. They look great. Okay, so we are somewhere in the vicinity of Carrillo. What we're gonna do is we're gonna turn in. Carrillo is right here. You see that beach right there? Carrillo is right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a loop, turn right here, and come into land at Carrillo. That can be our first landing. Plenty of landings hopefully for today. So let's head back in the cockpit here. We'll fly it using the autopilot for now. Let's turn our heading slightly towards our right. Get parallel with the land. Again, it has fairly large windows and a very nice open, basically open cockpit. We can't open this in mid-flight, I believe. We can't, but you can see right out. So that's something that's really nice. Okay, let's make our sharp right turn straight towards the land, and we'll make another 90 degrees to line up with Carrillo. Beautiful. think we need lighting today, but anyway. It's interesting. The panel lights don't work. Oh, they do work. Okay, cool. We should probably... Oh, okay, you know what? We're not going to use the autopilot to descend. We'll do that manually. We can take control right about now, so let's just disconnect autopilot. We will fly this in for our landing. Okay. Throttle down. Almost fully here. So we can drop our flaps. Obviously, this aircraft does not have any speed brakes. Put down our flaps here. Bring the propeller RPMs to high. Are there any large runways in the area, or are they all beautiful gravel ones? They're not all small. I believe there are regional airports. We'll have a look. There is definitely a paved runway nearby, so. Hello, EM. How are you doing? We're finally on that stream. My friend. I know you've been asking me for weeks at this point, but we're finally on that stream. And yeah, welcome. Glad to have you with us. So this is the Camair 480 that I'm flying today. And we're just having a little bush hopping trip. Get used to live streaming a little bit before I move on to crazier things here. Look at the beautiful scenes that we're flying over. It's a very nice area. Very, very nice. Okay. We're not gonna drop our gear yet. Neither are we gonna put our flaps down to landing position. We're fairly low right now. That's okay. We're flying in Costa Rica at the moment. We're coming in to land at a small airstrip called Carrillo. That's where we are at. Costa Rica. And we took off from Islita Airport. Does this aircraft have the belly view camera? That's my favorite. Belly view cameras, yes. We will have a look at them as we fly along. It does have it. Costa Rica, yes. Costa Rica. Let's drop the gear, put flaps down for landing, and give it a little more power. Get our view centered. We are flying straight into Carrillo airstrip right now. The small strip right ahead of us is Carrillo. Difficult to land into, but this aircraft is not so hard to stop at smaller runways. Let's see how it goes. Although I'm absolutely loving the scenery. If you're asking about the exact place name in Costa Rica, we'll have a look at little nav map just after the landing, because I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation if I try to read it myself. So we'll have a look at it in little nav map EM. That's right, I put Costa Rica on the live stream title. I forgot about that. Anyway, let's see if we can make this landing. Sabah, yes, I owe you that. I know. We're gonna get to it. I promise. We're gonna get to it. Okay, let's see if we can land this. Okay, we're down. We are down. Not too bad, not too bad. That wasn't too bad at all. We will get around to the Sabah challenge for sure, mate. I just haven't figured out what kind of format I'm going to be following in the live stream. You know what? I'll do it live. I'll do the Sabah landing challenge live. Well, why the hell not, right? Okay, here we are in basically the jungle. Basically the jungle. Yeah? Well, I'm glad you like that landing. Glad you like that landing. We're gonna step outside and have a look at this forest because it's I don't know. I have a thing for these really tiny airstrips. They're just so cool, man. They're just absolutely cool. Okay, let's turn our aircraft around and we'll hop on outside for a quick look around. Okay, there we are. Let's set our parking brakes. We'll put our flaps up for our takeoff out of here. But before we do take off, I didn't even check whether we have enough fuel. Okay, we do have enough fuel. Before we do take off again, let's head on outside and have a look at this beautiful airstrip. Okay, so here we are outside the aircraft. Walk around mode in 2024. And this forest is just looks good, man. Imagine landing into this place in real life. Just you, the forest, the airstrip, and your aircraft. That's it. Nothing else. What a gorgeous place to be. Just beautiful. I think that's a screenshot right there. I'm gonna take that screenshot. This is so good. What? Out of curiosity. That is thick jungle right there. There is a road crossing here somewhere, but I don't even know where that is. What appears to be a little clearing right there. It's so cool that in 2024 you can see so much detail. For a flight simulator, this is crazy. To be able to walk on the ground and see all this detail in a flight simulator, that is crazy. This could be any game. And this is absolutely crazy, but yeah. Beautiful little airstrip we've landed into. Do animals pop up on such foresty airstrips? Yes, they do. They do. They really, really do. I've had a number of runway incursions. Is it called an incursion? What do you call it when something gets on the runway? I have no idea. The words are escaping me. But yes, animals do. And I've had that once at Carrillo, for sure. Animals do cross the runway as you're trying to take off and stuff like that, which makes it pretty cool. Okay. In 2024, there's a lot more animals, and you can see them everywhere. Hopefully, we'll be lucky enough today. I'm not too sure. Let's see. Okay. So here we are. Once again, let's have a look at nav map here. What region are we in? I would like to say Carmona. That is the closest we have. So this is exactly where we are. It's Costa Rica for you, and this is Carmona. So I like to say we're in the region of Carmona, but I'm not too sure. Okay. So let's take off now, and why don't we head towards these islands right here? Have a good look at the islands here, perhaps land at one of these, or in fact all of them, all or few or one or whatever we feel like doing. We'll land at a couple of these airstrips, we'll come back around, and then we'll land at Palo Arco to end this particular flight. How far can it fly? On which distance? Are you asking about the aircraft? Because if you're asking about the aircraft, the range of the aircraft, I have no idea. I have no idea. I know very little about this particular aircraft itself. I know that it is some sort of Camair. It's a Camair 480. And I know that it did have some racing applications, if I am not mistaken. It comes with a bundle of 2 other aircrafts as well. So I'm pretty confused with everything that's been going on. But I'm not particularly sure about the range of this aircraft, but we definitely have enough to complete today's mucking about for sure. We can definitely finish today's flights. That is for sure. That is for sure. It's not particularly heavy on fuel usage, so shouldn't be an issue. Should not be an issue. Anyway, let's head on out of here and let's go ahead and find ourselves right here in these islands. Okay? Hopefully you guys can see me doing that. All right. These parking brakes. Okay. Very, very bumpy here. But nonetheless. Okay. Gear up. In my future flights, I'll also be using some head tracking. So it's going to be even easier to enjoy the views. But in today's flight, just to get us started, I am not using head tracking today. I will though, I will very soon. So it will be far easier for us to enjoy the views when we do flights like this, particularly. It's very nice. Very, very nice. That is that looks good. That looks good. Now this aircraft is particularly sensitive to wind, but on a calm day like this, it is absolutely very, very docile and easy to fly. It's also quite maneuverable, so it's overall a very nice aircraft. At least the flying feel is what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's go ahead and use the autopilot here. And we'll put it in heading mode. Right there. I also like Bonanza. The Bonanza. Which Bonanza are we talking about? Because if it's a G36, the one in Microsoft Flight Simulator, it just doesn't work for me for some reason. I can't fly that thing, man. I can't fly that thing. It's just impossible to fly for me. It just doesn't sit well with me. Something is off. Which Bonanza exactly are you talking about? The G36. The G36. I've tried to do a live stream with the G36. Man, I just can't control that thing. You know what? I would like to try that again. When we land at Sabah, I'll definitely use the G36 as well. Because I know I'm particularly bad with it, so I want to see how I'll do it. It'll be interesting to see how I can pull that off in Sabah, so I will do that. Definitely do that. We'll use the G36. We will. Yes, we will. Okay. Let's turn our aircraft slightly to the right. Let's go hunting for some airstrips to land at as we enjoy the views. That is looking good. That is looking good. Yes, it is very powerful. The G36 is very powerful. Yep, agreed. Not at all stable, but yeah. You can have some fun with it, but Flying stable with that thing is it's a pain, but you can definitely have some fun with it. I don't know that aircraft. Tell me a little more about it. I'm new to it. Well, the G36 is a single-engined propeller aircraft, GA, very small. The thing is that it has a very powerful engine for its weight, and so you can do some ridiculous stuff. You can climb really quickly, you can travel quite fast, but it is very unstable. It's not easy to fly. And now I don't know if that's how it is in real life or that's just how it's modeled in MSFS, but that's my experience with it. So I generally tend to stay away from it, even though it has like really cool interior and you have some really nice mods available for the G36 as well, like the Tuxedo Edition and stuff from flightsim.to, which they look great, they really do, but man, I can't fly it. I'll use it at the Sabah landing so you can have a closer look at it. Okay, so we can have a closer look at it. Right, we're flying right at the edge, and that's okay. My crazy flights, huh? Okay. Well, in that case, you'd be excited to know that I have bought 2 new jets today. 2 new jets today, and you're gonna have to wait and see which ones they are, but I'm gonna show you guys a live stream using those 2, and I'm very excited for those 2. Fighter jets are my thing, and it's gonna be fun. You can find a video where someone do a head through the New York in heavy rain. Try to find this video. Okay, that sounds cool. Okay, we are coming up on the other side of the little landmass that we're flying over. We can see the water ahead of us, and it's looking beautiful, if I may say so. It is looking good. This is looking good. Oof. We do have a bit of turbulence today, but I think we're in for some good views at the coastline. Let's have a look. New York sun flights are always fun, man. They're always fun. Look at how beautiful this aircraft looks with its shiny, shiny livery that we're using here today. It's just a gorgeous aircraft. I love this thing. Such a good retro plane to fly. Anyway. Coast is looking good. Look at those views. This is a beautiful, beautiful place, man. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. You know what? We need some cinematics on this. Yes, we do. We do. If that's not beautiful, I don't know what is. Okay. Let's see if we can find an airstrip on this very island ahead of us. Okay. Let's see if we can, and I think there is an airstrip on this island right ahead of us. Okay, I think we do see something. I think it's too small for us to even attempt a landing. Yeah. Let's just have a look at what it looks like. Let's have a fly over this particular river or stream or whatever it is. It's kind of too short for a river, but let's have a look at it. Let's have a look at it. And I believe these are the belly views that you've been asking for. This right here. That right there is a view. That right there is a view. What name are we talking about, EM? What name are you talking about again? I'm a little lost, but yeah. Let's head on back inside and let's perform a quick landing. EM, I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about right now. Problems with the live stream, I'm not sure what you mean. Okay, let's attempt to find, I believe there's an airstrip off to our left here. Let's try and locate it and let's have a landing, a quick little pit stop right there. That sounds like a plan, doesn't it? That definitely sounds like a plan. Oh, are you having issues? That sounds like a plan to me. Let's go ahead and have a quick little landing. The more landings there are, more fun. The more fun it is, the more fun it is. So, somewhere here is some sort of an airport. And let us go and land there. Now, we'll turn a little out first before we come back in to land. Just so you guys have an idea of what I'm talking about. I'm trying to land at San Agustin Airport. So I expect a paved runway here. San Agustin Airport. Right here. We are here. We're going to turn in and try and find the runway and make the landing. Oh, this looks so good. Ah, you're asking about my name. Is that what you're asking me about? Let's just leave it at let's just leave it at Fly to Noop. That's a sign, EM. That's a sign. That's a sign. YouTube is telling you not to ask me for my name. Oh man. All right. Let's turn this thing around. Oh my goodness. The color of the water is so nice here. A lovely little green. Let's turn our aircraft around. If you guys can see on little nav map, I'm going to turn around for the landing and line up with San Agustin right here. Okay, so that's what we're doing. I'm just going to close that up so you guys can have a better view. Beautiful. Very, very nice. Looking good. We are looking good. Okay. Head on outside here. Oof. This is the watercolor is just it's really nice. It is really, really nice out here. Okay, what simulators do you guys fly? Those who are in the chat right now, what simulators do you guys fly? What simulators do you guys fly? I'd also like to ask you guys about what kind of simulators you guys would like to see on the channel. Because I can fly 3. I've got 2020, 2024, and X-Plane 12. So these are the 3 that I use. So, yep. What about you guys? Anyway. Just waiting to make the left turn into San Agustin Airport for our second landing in the stream. And once we make the second landing, let's turn back around and come back into Palo Arco. All right, we'll do that. And once that's done, we can move on to another aircraft in the Navion bundle by Hangar Studios. We can do that in another region, another little bush hop, have a little fun. Let's see how that goes, okay? Just a little bit more before we take our left-hand turn. FSX, you fly FSX EM. I have never flown on FSX. I don't know how it is. I don't fly FSX. I don't have it. Evgeny. Okay, all right. Am I saying that right, or have I butchered it? Just like I probably butchered every single name in this live stream through Costa Rica. Explain, when are those videos coming? When are those video coming? I'm gonna be live streaming on Explain because Explain is really good and it's really realistic and I enjoy it a lot. It's great for airline flights, those long haul airline flights from between major airports, regional flights between airports, as well as nighttime flying. Explain is the way to go, and I will definitely be live streaming that just so you guys can see. I've got some cool mods and stuff installed that make X-Plane look really, really nice. Much better than you'd expect. And yeah, when are those video coming? When? I'm not too sure. When? I am not too sure. I can't fly. Someone teach me too. I can teach you. I could teach you. There's nothing to it. There's nothing to it. Are you new to aviation? Sorry for French, but I so happy to enjoy stream and after 2 minutes have problem. Man, I'm sad to hear that. Sad to hear that. Hopefully you are able to join us now. Evgeny, try and watch it on 2K or 1080p. Maybe that will help. Okay, let me disconnect autopilot here because we need to land this thing. And I believe we're a little late to try and land into this particular airstrip or airport, but we're gonna give it a shot nonetheless. Ooh, we can't slow down. We have a problem. We can't slow down. And I can't see the airport. Oh, I see it, I see it. I see it. I see it. Let me drop the gear. And set up for landing. Put our propellers up. Yes, good. All right. Coming into land at San Agustin Airport. No. We're not going to overshoot. We're going to easily make it. This aircraft is just a very light and small aircraft. It's not an issue at all. Not an issue at all. Watch this. I think, you know what we can do? Let's try something. Let's try something here. Let's try something here. Let us try something here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and weave through the trees on our landing. This is going to be something stupid, but let's do it anyway. I'm pretty sure you got... okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, that's great. Let's see. There's so much going on in the chat right now. I'll come back to the chat in just a second after the landing. Okay, let's weave through this. Let's weave through this. Let's weave through this. And sit up. There it is. Okay, nice. Let's see if we can land this. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Can we do it? 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 And yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Not center line, but it's decent. Oh no, we're not gonna stop, are we? No. Stop. Oh, we stopped. That's great. That is great. That is great. This aircraft does not like its brakes are not strong. Its brakes are not strong. That was max effort braking right there, huh? Okay, let's just stop for a second here. That landing was pretty cool. I like that landing too. Let's stop right here at the fuel box for a second. Let me read what you guys have been saying, and then we'll head on right out of here for yet another hopefully crazy landing. Let's see. What have you guys been saying? Did you just agree to teach me? Yes, I did. FSX is an old simulator from Microsoft. That's right. I have 777 model from PMDG here, F107, SR71A, and also F14. Okay, that is a good collection. That is a good collection of aircraft right there. 777 from PMDG. I still don't have that. I was thinking of buying it. I still don't have that. That is a good collection right there. EM. Can you fly on a normal laptop? Yes, you can. Believe me, you can. I have done crazier things than do a flight sim on a normal laptop. What's your favorite aircraft? Towards EM full brakes. Yeah, man, the brakes on this are weak. Okay, they are weak. So I forgot about that for a second, and I eased off the brakes thinking that we're all good, seeing that we had plenty of room, but the brakes on this, not strong. This is good stuff. That landing was for the shenanigans that I pulled off right before landing, weaving through the trees. The end result was pretty good. That was a pretty smooth touchdown. Not on center line, but pretty fun, right? We have a third viewer, do we? Oh yes, we do. Concurrent viewers is number 3 now. If there is someone, do pop in and say hello if that's something you're comfortable with. Otherwise, not a problem. I appreciate your viewership. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a nut job. I'm a crackhead. I'm a little bit of a nut job. So that's anyway. Hopefully, many more entertaining landings to come in this stream. Let's see. Now we are. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys what we have here. We're at San Agustin. Let's take off from here and we'll head back down this way, right? Excuse me. Oh, I badly need to sneeze, man. You know, you ever get that feeling when you got a sneeze coming, but it's not coming. He's just at the door, trying to tease you like I'm coming, I'm not coming. I'm in one of those feelings, man. I know I have to sneeze, but it's just refusing to sneeze. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So we're gonna come back down here along this coast, and as you can see, we've got two potential places to land as we come down, and there is a plethora of airports here that we could land in, and we'll finish off at Palo Alto. That's perfect. That's what she said. Oh my god. That's what she said. Oh great. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. Let's get this out of here. Let's get this aircraft out of here. All right. Let's get this aircraft out of here. Okay, release our parking brakes there. Should we have a look around the airstrip first, though? Again, quite a foresty looking place. There's some beautiful red tree over there. That's nice. That's a good looking tree. Stands out. Very nice detail on the fuel box, etc., etc. That's really nice. But beyond that, there is nothing going on in this place, is there? There's a paved runway for some reason, but nothing going on. Anyway, let's head on out of here. Not much to look at, so let's head on out of here. I think I need to sit up a little bit for our views. Okay, release parking brakes. Get a bit of throttle. Okay. Okay, let's gun it out of here. $80 knots, 100 knots. That's enough for us to leave. Gear up, flaps up, and we are up and about. Down the propeller slightly, RPM slightly down, just to prevent any damage to the engines. Throttle down a little bit as well. Need to throttle down seriously before we overspeed. Okay, just checking out. There's supposed to be another airstrip near us, but I can't see it. Anyway, not an issue. Not an issue. Show us the views with the trees, please. Will do. Will do. Let me just turn on our autopilot here so we can focus on the views. Autopilot. I want to go in heading mode here. And I'll hold altitude. Let's get out for the second. Just stabilize the aircraft. Yes, okay. Here are the views. Oh, let me remove nav map out of the way. Let's have a little cinematic view of the trees. Now, I have to make sure that we don't crash into that mountain ahead of us, but apart from that, we are looking good. This is looking great. That is a good view right there. That is a good view right there. How close can you get without crashing? I mean, let's find out, I guess. Okay, I don't want to find out too much, but for now we seem to be good. For now we seem to be good. Oh, look at that. There's something spewing out smoke here. I wonder what kind of facility that is. That is interesting. I should probably go find out. That is interesting. Wonder what kind of facility that is in the middle of all this forest. Just to be spewing that out. Isn't that fascinating? Anyway, we seem to be having some fun. Okay, time to hop back into the cockpit and turn us back around. Okay, let's turn sharply towards our right. Oh my goodness, there's a mountain ahead. We can't do that. We can't do that. You know what we can do? You know what we can do? Let's see if I can climb out to... Do you have King Air? Yes, I do. Which King Air are we talking about? Because I have the default ones that come with Microsoft. I have King Air 350i. I have the Baron. So I have the C90 GTX. So those are the three King Airs I have. So you've got the 350i, you've got the Baron, you've got the C90 GTX, of which I have not flown the Baron ever. I've flown the C90 GTX, I've flown the King Air 350i. So yes. Are we talking about the same things? I hope we are. Okay, I'm gonna take manual control here and let us fly on. Oh, that is very close, isn't it? Let me take manual control. Let's head on out of here. Ooh, bit of a wind pushing us. Bit of an extreme bank there, but nonetheless. Wonder what would happen if we try and follow this river for a bit. You know what? Let's do just that. Let's see where this river. Let's follow this river out to the sea. Let's try to do that. We'll follow this river out to the sea before we perform our next landing. In fact, we are coming up on another airstrip right ahead of us, but I'm not going to perform a landing on that. Ooh, there is a steep bank right there, but hey, that's why I'm not a commercial pilot. This right there is why I'm not a commercial pilot. I could never, well, I can, but, you know, it's more fun to fly like this. Okay, we have come across some sort of town or a settlement or something of sort. And there should be an airstrip right near us. Okay. In fact, let's see if we can do a flyover. Locate that thing. And if we can, we might come in and do a landing just because. No, I could not. I could not resist those sharp turns, man. Where is this airport / airstrip? There's one that's supposed to be right near us, and I don't know where it is. Don't tell me this is what they mean. Oh, that is what they mean. And they call it an airstrip. It's fascinating. Oh, right ahead of us. Right ahead of us. This is what they mean. This is what they mean. You know what? We should attempt a landing here too. Let's do a flyover first. Let's do a low altitude flyover actually. Scare some people. And then we're gonna come back around and land on it. It's a very long runway, so landing on it shouldn't even be an issue. Just performing a low flyover here. This is an interesting place, man. Look at that. There is a road right there. That is not even an airstrip. That's a road. But it looks so tempting to try and land on that thing. Landing on the beach, huh? And look at that. It's like a town on a bar in the middle of the water. On a sandbar in the middle of the water. That looks so good. That is very, very nice. Okay, let's go back in and make that landing before we head on out back. Let me hop outside here. Let's have a look at this. That looks cool. The settlement in the middle of all this, that looks cool. Okay. We're gonna turn. We are definitely going to turn. Let's make that turning. Sharp one again. To try and get us lined up with that runway that we saw earlier. We're gonna make that landing. No, it's not gonna be particularly hard to land on that. There's plenty of room, but still, you know, why not? Why not? This is cool. I hope you guys are having a good time. I certainly am. Okay. Let's bring down our throttle here. Propellers up. Drop the gear. Drop our flaps. Bring back the throttle up. And that should take us right in for our landing. So let's see how this goes. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Okay, let's get back to business. Let's get back to business. Coming in for the runway, still have no visuals. I know it's somewhere right here, wasn't it? Oh, this is gorgeous, man. This is gorgeous. Ah, there it is. I believe I'm seeing it. Oh, not entirely sure if that's it, but yep, there it is. There's the runway. And once again, this water is just absolutely nice. Runway straight ahead of us. Do you not see it? Can't see it? It's straight ahead of us. Straight ahead. Straight ahead. You know what? Let me do a little bit of a funky. I'm gonna avoid those high trees, coming a little bit lower here. Just like that. There we go. There we go. There it is. Oh, I want to avoid the top of that building. And we just about do. Let's bring this baby boy down. There we are. There we are. That was a fairly smooth landing, but it's not exactly that smooth. That was the roughest landing off the live stream. Still quite smooth though, no complaining at all. So, let's figure out where we have just landed, hey? I'm gonna go to the side of the runway here so we can turn around at the end and take off. But before we do, I'm gonna see what kind of a township we have arrived into. We saw a runway and we stuck it in. We didn't even check the name of the place. So let's go ahead and have a look at where we've landed. All right. All right. Okay, braking, because this thing has very weak brakes. Turning around. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. I love the cracks. I absolutely love the cracks on the runway. The details are really good. Really, really nice. Can it do loop? Maybe stupid question for this kind of plane, but can it do a loop? Do you mean an inverted loop? Do you mean an inverted loop? If you want to figure out whether it can do an inverted loop, let's find out. I'm down for finding out. We can do that, no problem. Okay, let's have a look at little nav map. So we have arrived in a township of some sort. This airport is called Chacarita or Chacarita. Yeah, it's called Chacarita or Chacarita, one or the other. Aerobatic figure circle in the air. So you mean an inverted loop? Okay, yep, we'll try that. We'll try that right now. Well, after we take off, we will gain some altitude and we will try that. Not a problem. In fact, I'm curious myself now, so let's figure it out. Chacarita Airport. That is where we are. Okay, we will take off from here after having scared the inhabitants of this lovely township. We will take off from here and do our loop to further have everyone in the vicinity praying. Okay, let's do it like that, shall we? All right, let's head back into the cockpit here. I'm gonna hide away a little nav map so you guys can have a better view, and let's get out of here. Let's get out of here and do the loop before we go back in for our final legs for this flight. Okay. Okay. Up above, up and off the runway. Gear up. Flaps up. Propeller RPM slightly down. Okay. Let's gain some altitude here, and once we do, we'll perform the loop. We'll attempt to perform the loop. I'm not entirely sure if this aircraft can perform the loop. I don't think it has the kind of speed we need. Yeah, it most definitely can't. But we will try it nonetheless. We will try it nonetheless. It might crash though. It might definitely crash. Because I have realism set to max. So I think I'm going to overstress the aircraft and cause it to crash. So that is going to be a problem. That is going to be a problem, isn't it? Nonetheless, I'm going to give it a trial shot, and that will tell me whether it's actually possible to go for the full loop without crashing the aircraft. So let's find out. Let's climb a little aggressively here. Get about 5,000 feet or more. Yeah, I mean, just the way it's struggling to climb right now and losing speed, I can promise you it is not going to do that. It is not going to do that. We are most likely going to overstress the aircraft and crash, but we could give it a shot. Okay, altitude coming up at 5,300. 5,500. Let's gain a little more. Close to about 7,000, and then we will give it a shot. Coming up on 6. Just waiting to hit 7,000 before we level off a little bit, give it a bit of speed. And once it accelerates, we will try the loop. Yeah, it does look quite poor. I want to see how far I can push it though. So let's see how far we can actually push it without crashing. Now, everything is on full realism, so it's probably going to crash anyway. But now that you've put the idea, let's just give it a little shot. I won't attempt the loop per se, but let's give it a little shot. Autopilot,
Engaging autopilot.
altitude mode. Let's gain some speed here. I'm not going to try the whole loop, don't worry. We will crash it if I try the whole loop, but look at the view from here though. That looks gorgeous, doesn't it? This would actually look better in 2020. The distance would, because as you can tell, 2024 gives you very poor stuff in the distance. Look at that. That is just bad, man. And mind you, this is 4K Ultra, and that's what it gives you. That's just terrible. But the water is absolutely gorgeous. Everything else is absolutely gorgeous. Just the draw distance and the textures I have a problem with in 2024. Okay, so we're speeding up again. Close to 7,000 feet. I'm gonna push up the prop RPM as well, just to get us a little bit more power, a little bit more speed, and then let's see. Okay, let's see how fast and far we can climb. Inverted, throttle down, propeller RPMs down. Oh yes, yes. Oh my gosh, we did it. That is nuts. That is nuts. But we did that without making the aircraft crash on everything realistic. That is cool. That is cool. That is cool. We did it. It wasn't a perfect inverted roll by any chance, but it was good enough. That was good enough. That was good enough. All right. So yeah, I guess in an emergency situation, if you had to do a roll to get yourself out, you could. But yeah, that was a stupid thing to do. Probably I'm not going to do that again, but let's go ahead and perform the last few legs of today's flight. All right, of Camair. Just going to turn down the engine a little bit, because I'm no doubt stressing it. But yeah. Okay. Let's see, where is our next airstrip? We are way too high to make the next airstrip, but I feel like trying nonetheless. So let us try. Oh, it's right ahead of us. We are way too high, aren't we? Way too high. Only thing we can do is to side slip this in an attempt to slow it down, but I don't know whether it will work. So side slipping right now in an attempt to slow this down. So as you can see, we are side slipping. Oh my goodness. I lost control over there, got confused. Let's try side slipping again to slow it down. Aha. Okay. Gear down. Flaps down. Propeller RPM up to max. And yeah, from 7,000 feet, it seems like we're going to manage to land this thing. So that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Although we are coming in a little fast, I suppose. Not really, but yeah. So this is probably going to be the second last leg. Third last landing for this flight. For this particular flight, yeah. And once we finish, we'll make a decision as to whether we should continue streaming or call it a day. Alright, we'll see. I've never seen this airstrip before, but let's see. We see a runway, we landed it. That is the premise of this particular live stream. I don't want to hit anything on the way in. Okay, we're too slow. Okay. Oh, we're down. We're down. Excellent, excellent. That is, I believe, our fourth landing in the live stream. I'm not sure. But let us turn this aircraft around and get ourselves out of here to perform what should be the last leg of today's flight. Let's do that. And this was a landing straight from 7,000 feet. I like this stuff. Okay. Let's put our flaps back up to take off, and I don't think there's much to see in this airstrip. Definitely not. Just another runway in the middle of nowhere. Let's go ahead and perform our last leg for Camair 480 for the day. Let's do that. Okay, gear up. Flaps up. We need to turn around. Okay. We shall turn right. Very nice. Very, very nice. Let's turn right. We're going to follow the coastline to our next airport, which is right near the water as well. But it's a long way. It's not very long, but longer than the legs that we've been performing so far. So let's engage autopilots. We'll go on to heading mode. And yeah, altitude can remain exactly the way it is. Excellent. Excellent. Hey, we're going a little too fast. Let's bring that down. And let us enjoy the views. Let's have a cinematic look at the views as we fly out here. I need to go soon to the airport, actually. Need to pick up someone. Oh, nice. Enjoy the little trip to the airport and let me know which airport you are actually going to. You know what? We're going to perform a flight to that airport. So just let me know what airport you're going to pick someone up from. And let me see what I can do about making a flight to that airport happen. How about that? That is a good looking view. is a good looking view. Kenneth Kaunda International Airport in Zambia. You've never done a flight here before. We're gonna fix that. I will definitely perform a flight there. All right? I shall perform a flight there. My home airport is Pulkovo in St. Petersburg in Russia. ULLI, Pulkovo. Pulkovo. Okay, I'm gonna try and remember that. Let me write these down actually. I'm just gonna write these down. Write these down. I'm gonna write these down right now, so we don't forget. Okay, Kenneth Kaunda and ULLI. I'm gonna perform a flight to these particular airports. Let's see how that goes. All right, so coming up are those two flights in the near future. By near future, I mean let me try and do that within the next 2 weeks. Sabah is coming within the next 10 days. It has to. It is long overdue. All right. Very nice. Okay. It's bad weather conditions and frosty, almost 0 degrees Celsius. Bad weather is what I love to fly into. That is my cup of tea, EM. Bad weather, huh? Okay, that means I gotta go to St. Petersburg before it gets clear over there. Will do. Okay, so we are nearing in on our second last landing for the day, and this is going to be at Tambor Airport. Tambor. I have no idea what that place is, but it is along the way, and we're going to perform a stop there as well before we finish at Palo Arco. All right, that's what we're going to do. Guys, if you're enjoying this stream, please leave a like, subscribe. I mean, you guys have already subscribed, I'm pretty sure, but please leave a like for the video. That helps it out a lot. Thank you so much for being so active in the chat. Thank you for engaging, and I'm out for the day. You're amazing. Little playback. I'll play back the rest of your flight. Thank you so much. I will see you later on. Thank you so much for tuning in. Cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Okay. Almost there at Tambor. Just a sharp 90-degree turn and we're in. Oh, did you just ask me to do a flight from Kenneth Kaunda all the way to ULLI? That's Zambia to St. Petersburg is a giant flight. You know what? I'm gonna give that a shot. I'm gonna plan that flight and let you guys know. All right. Alrighty. Okay. Let's begin making our sharp 90-degree turn. Tambor Airport is in the middle of this little bay area that we see here. It's right there. So let's make our turn into that bay area. Come in for our second last landing for the day. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take manual control here because I cannot see the airport. We're probably very close to it, so I'm gonna take manual control. I think I see it right ahead of us. Let's drop our gear. Drop our flaps. And we are ready for landing. Ready for landing. Right ahead of us we can see Tambor Airport. Little runway right at the edge of the water. We're gonna fly in there. Second last landing, ladies and gentlemen. Second last landing for the day. It's a fun little bush hopping trip today. Nice to be back live streaming after a very long time, to say the least. Here we are on our last stop on our way towards Palo Arco. I think we meet together more now on streams. Yeah, I think you guys are gonna run into each other. My plan is to start streaming a lot more. It's gonna be a lot more. So I'm gonna be as online as much as I can. I'm gonna be online as much as I can. All right. So consider this some sort of a test stream, if you will. I have a lot more streams planned already, actually. So it's gonna be fun. Let's see. Anyway, final landing. It looks so beautiful. This is so good. What a nice way to, well, not end the flight, but almost end it. Okay, coming in a little too aggressive, but that's okay. That's okay. All right. We have landed. Brakes. Poor brakes. This thing has poor brakes. I need to keep reminding myself of that. Poor brake. Okay. Let's turn around here. Turn around. Ah, this airport has an actual building on it, so that's something. Nonetheless, we're not going to spend too much time here. We are going to get out of here right away. The flaps up for takeoff. Get out of here right away so that we can perform our last landing for the day, our last leg. This place looks amazing. Man, this looks good. Ooh. It lifted off entirely by itself there. I think we have a trimming problem. Yes, we do. We have a trimming problem here. Need to trim down the aircraft. Okay. Gear up. We have a trimming problem. We have a trimming problem. Okay. The last leg of today's little live stream, I'm gonna fly that manually. For some reason, we're having trimming issues, like serious trimming issues. That is not normal. That is not normal. That is not normal. Hopefully I can get this under control here. Okay. Yeah, that's much better. We still seem to have trimming issues though. Nonetheless, I'm gonna fly this leg manually. I'm gonna head on over to our destination for the day, which is not an easy landing. It is Palo Arco, which is not an easy landing. Aircraft for some reason is being very sensitive to trim. We have it under control though. Yes, we do. If anyone's watching this, please, if you haven't already liked, kindly consider liking the video. It helps it out, keeps me motivated, helps the stream, helps a tiny channel. So please do like the video if you enjoy it. Okay. Final little leg here, and we're almost there. It's not a long leg at all. In fact, we can make our turn, right-hand turn, as soon as we reach the coastline up ahead. Okay. Slowly start making this turn here. Slowly start making this turn here. Towards Palo Arco. Its runway is facing the water though, so we still have to go out over the water to land on it. So we're in no rush to make that turn. And I don't know what is up with the trim, but the trim is not right. The trim is not right. It is behaving oddly. It's all good, we just gotta keep it together for this one final landing. Okay. All right. As you guys can see, Palo Arco is going to be ahead of us, and it is in between the mountains. So not an easy landing by any means. Not an easy landing. This trim is really beginning to piss me off. Because this is acting really odd. I think I need new key bindings for the trim. The ones I'm applying are not working the way I want them to. They are working, just not exactly the way I want them to, so. Okay, almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Full brakes into fire. Where the airport we're just about to land at, it is not an easy landing. I have attempted to land there before multiple times. I mean, I have been successful, but it's not easy. It is not easy. We're coming up on it really quickly. It's not that far away now. Yes, I really need to put the brakes on this thing. It does not slow down very well when it slows down. So it's like when it's traveling fairly quickly on the runway, you apply the brakes, it it makes you feel like the brakes are strong, it starts slowing down. But once it slows down beyond a certain point and you let go of the brake, when you try and stop it again, it's like the brakes are just not as strong. And it will not stop. So it's best just to keep pressure on the brake. Okay. Let us make our 90-degree turn into the airport. And let's try and land this thing, eh? Let's see if we make this. Making the 90-degree turn now. Okay. This airport is supposed to be behind one of these hills here. And that's what makes it so difficult, because I have no idea where it is. I really have no idea where exactly it is. And you can't see it very clearly that easily. So I'm just gonna throttle down here. Pull it back. Pull the throttle back. Yeah, I'm gonna have to slow down well in advance, so let me do that right here. Push up the propellers. Set up just a little bit. I'll put down the flaps. Let's see. Let us see whether we can make this landing. I'm not going to drop the gear just yet. I'll wait for the last second to drop the gear. We have no visuals yet. That is expected for this particular runway. This aircraft is quite comfortable flying fairly slow, so don't have an issue. Excuse me. Try and line up here. Try and line up. Let us see where this thing is gonna pop out from. Where is it? Visuals. I have no visuals. I have no idea where is it? It has to be somewhere here. One of these is definitely the airport we're trying to land at, and I don't know which one. I do not know which one. Oh my gosh. I see it. I see it. I see it. Oh, we're not gonna make this one, are we? Oh. We're not gonna make this one, are we? Second. We just might. We just might. Yes, we have. Oh, a little bit of a bounce there. I'm not entirely sure if that's my fault or there's something wrong with the scenery on the runway. Ooh, we're sliding, we're sliding. And we stopped. Ooh, that was interesting. What has happened? Oh my gosh. Guess what, EM? Guess what? We landed without the landing gears. We we landed without the landing gears. Remember I said I'm gonna put the landing gears down at the last minute? Well, guess what? This is why you have landing checklists, and this is why you prepare for landing in advance. Completely forgot. Completely forgot. Look at that. Look at that, would you? We've performed unintentional successful belly landing. Would you look at that? Oh my gosh. If I had my gear out, that would have been a perfect landing though. that is so crazy. That is so crazy. That is so crazy. That is crazy. Yeah. If I try and drop my gear now, you think it's gonna crash? Do you think it's gonna crash? Do you wanna check that out? We'll check that out. And then, okay, this was supposed to be the end anyway of the flight, so let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna drop the gear. Let's see if it crashes. Okay. Oh, it won't even let me drop the gear. Yeah, it's not even gonna let me drop the gear. Yep, that's why we slid. That's why we stopped. That's not so bad, man. It's actually not that bad for a belly landing. That is not bad for an unintentional belly landing. Yeah, but anyway. That is that. I hope you enjoyed that live stream, and I hoped we ended on a better note than that. But you know what? Let me tell you something. I feel like I can't stop the live stream here because we ended on a note like this. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna restart this flight, and we're gonna come back in here to Palo Arco, and we're gonna land into Palo Arco. All right? Just to finish the live stream off on a good note, we're gonna come back and land into Palo Arco properly. We'll do that properly. How about that? Okay. We're gonna use, okay, you know what? I'm gonna use GSX to get us onto the runway. So reposition, let's go runway. Warp me there. And let's head back into the cockpit here. Let's get this thing started up really quickly. Luckily, we can start this up really quickly. Beacon, navigation, strobe, pitot heats, avionics, battery, this, and that, and just like that, we are in business. Turn off our fuel, transfer, and we are good to go. What trim did I just play with? Elevator trim. It's gonna drop our flaps here. And I believe we are ready to roll. Ready. All right. Let's quickly get out of here and make that landing into Palo Arco that we desperately need. Okay. So this is where we took off from when we started the live stream. It's Lita Airport. So let's finish this. Oh, look at that. Look, there's cows right across the runway. You see them? There they are. Animals right across. There. Look at that. You know what? Let's actually go back around and have a look at those animals. I need to stop banking so roughly, like I'm in a fighter. Okay. Let's have a look at those animals, see if they're still there. Very tight, very unrealistic turn here. I mean, you can theoretically do it. This is a Camair 480 after all. So it's not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal. Ah, they're still there. Let's have a look at them. There they are. We got cows on the airstrip. See that? Cows on the airstrip right there. I believe they're cows. I'm not entirely sure. Might be something else. But yeah. Let's now finish that final landing that I screwed up, well, by not dropping the gear. Great belly landing, but hey. Fantastic belly landing, but no gear means we screwed that up. So let me head on out of here now. Straight for Palo Arco. Straight for Palo Arco. It shouldn't take us that long. Palo Arco is right nearby. It is right next to us. Yep. As a matter of fact, we are coming up to line up with it almost in like 30 seconds. So okay. We're at 2,000 something feet. A little high, but we're all right. We're all right. Let us make our turn. Let us make our turn. Okay, we're gonna make our turn into La Havia. No, not La Havia. La Havia is an airstrip that we're gonna be flying over. I hope we can see it. Can we see it? Yep. That airstrip that you're looking at right now is La Havia. The one right at the foot of that lagoon looking thing right there. But yeah, we're gonna go to Palo Arco. Palo Arco. Come on. Come on. Configure for landing early. Once again, beautiful. Anyway, let's finish this off. Let's finish this off by landing into Palo Arco. Gonna drop the gear. It's gonna help us slow down a little bit. And we're going to drop the flaps. Drop the flaps one more. And we are ready for landing. Okay. Once again, Palo Arco is very difficult to spot because it's so well hidden in the trees, in the bushes. So it is quite difficult to spot. So we have to be fairly high when approaching Palo Arco because we can't see where it is. As of now, we seem to be doing okay, so let's see. Where is Palo Arco in the middle of all this? In the middle of all this, where is Palo Arco? I still have no visuals, I'm just... Oh gosh, okay. It should be somewhere right here. It should be... Ah, there it is. There it is, I have visuals. Finally. We have visuals. Let's see. Okay, there it is. There is Palo Arco, our destination for the day. Just trying to make sure I don't hit any of these. Okay. We are in. We have landed at Palo Arco the way we were supposed to the first time. However, we made it. We've made it. We have made it, ladies and gentlemen. Let us turn our aircraft around here. EM, glad you enjoyed that. I am glad you enjoyed that. Glad you enjoyed that, sir. We're gonna leave our aircraft right here. Turn on our parking brake. Put our flaps up. Let's see. Oh yeah, much better with gears, that's right. Turn off our pitot heat avionics. Engines, alternators, and turn off. And let's turn off our lights. We've got alternators on or off? Oh, they're off. Never mind. Battery off. Open up our hatch here. Cargo as well. Just like that. Just like that. Look at that. Look at that. Our fun little trip bush hopping around Costa Rica, area of Carmona, I believe, has come to an end. I hope you guys really enjoyed that, because I've had fun in the Camair 480, and I will definitely join you guys for the next live stream, which is going to be very soon. It's definitely going to be tomorrow, actually. So I will see you tomorrow, because I will be live streaming tomorrow. And yeah, I haven't decided where exactly or what aircraft I'm going to be flying, but I think I'm going to take out one of the fighters, probably. Have a look at it. Right somewhere when you go do another one. Yes, I will. I'm going to post in about 10 hours. I'm going to write a post about where I'm going to be going and which aircraft I'm going to be flying. So yeah, that's going to be fun. I have no Discord and Twitch, so maybe here. I have a Twitch. I don't use my Twitch. I have a Discord. I don't use my Discord. So I'm just going to be posting it here on YouTube. I'll just make a community post on YouTube about when I'm going to be live streaming. I'm just going to, in 10 hours, that post will be out. Okay, in roughly 10 hours, that post will be out. It will tell you what time I'm going to be live streaming and which aircraft I'm going to be live streaming, and probably where I'm going to be live streaming as well. All right. So with that, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you really enjoyed that flight. And yeah, I hope to catch you in tomorrow's stream. Thank you very much. All right. See ya. See ya very, very soon.